Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel Unicorn Fairy. I'm Lee and thank you for watching. Okay, I'm working on my hand trainer thing and I've added a form. It's a butterfly form and I'm using blush pink. Here's the monomer I'm using. These are the forms, I got them on eBay, that I have used today. So I'm trying out this brush. It's a number 12 diamondy brush, I call it, because it's got diamonds in it. I've got this on eBay as well, and I'm just gonna build a free edge, I think that's what it's called. And here's what I'm doing. This bead was a bit dry. This is a new brush as well, so I'm not really a fan of the new brushes. As you see, I was struggling a bit with it. Okay, as you can see, I've moved my hand trainer out of the way, and we're going to start by getting a straw like this one. I got these from Poundland, I think it was, and I'm just checking, which I should have showed you, about the straw fitting under and if it's wide enough. So what I started off by doing, I think, was getting some clear acrylic, because obviously you want it to be a bit of strength to it, so clear is a strength powder, and obviously my brush, but I changed brush because this was my favourite brush. So as you can see here, I'm just pointing to where I'm going to start with the thing, with my clear. So I'm going to put some here and then spiral it round on the straw. So I'm just going to let you watch me do that. Oh yeah, you need to cut it down as well. Just getting all the air bubbles out my brush to start with before I start with the spiral. You need to like pat it and press it and just try and get it as smooth and level as possible, and make sure the lines are straight as well, either side of the spiral. Okay, as you can see, I've done all the spiral and I was just measuring up to see the length of the spiral. Make sure it's not like OTT long, although you could do it really long if you wanted to. So I'm going to let that set up. Okay, so now I've let it set up and get dry. I'm using Glam and Glitz Love Me. It's a really nice teal with a shimmer in it. It's really pretty and really nice to work with. So I'm going to go over all the clear on the spiral that I've made in this colour, and I will let you watch that and I will be back after that's finished. Okay, don't forget when you've finished adding this Glam and Glitz to clear cap it. This will make it secure, more sturdy, and won't damage. So now I'm going over, whilst it's still on the straw, and filing it to try and get some any lumps and bumps off and smooth it out a little bit. Okay, you need to dust it off, and I'm getting some tweezers. I'm using my iridescent ones that I got off eBay, and I'm loosening the straw a bit from the acrylic, so that it try and make it easier to get it off, which it wasn't as easy as I thought to start with. And then I think I gripped it at the bottom and just twirled it out, twisted. There you go. Okay, so now I'm getting an E-file drill bit, a thin one. This is my box that I have it in, and you can get this on Zoom or eBay. And I'm going to file in between the spirals just to smooth out, you know, the edging of it. Okay, so that's me just showing you that it's thingied and that you can do it with a file, you know, to smooth the edges out. So now we're getting my hand back, and I'm going to take the foam off, which it was a bit stickier than I expected. And then we're going to file and crisp up the edges on this and make it tidy. This is me rambling that it doesn't click properly. Oh yeah, and you also need to buff and file the, you know, the apex and the top of this, because obviously you don't want to do it when you're adding your spiral piece, because obviously you don't want that to break off. Make sure you dust off any excess dust, and obviously buff, and you can buff your spiral as well if you want. Okay, here I am, and I'm going to try and stick it onto the nail, and you do it underneath, but it wasn't working at this thing, so I had to try and figure it out, and that's what you see me doing here. I couldn't get it to stick, so I figured it was probably because it was flat and not slightly curved. So here I am with a drill bit, trying to curve it out a little bit to give it something extra to stick to. Alright, is it that way? Yeah. Now let's try again. So now it's glue under there. I think it does it now. So I stuck a bit of glue underneath the tip and as well as on the
that seems to be better.
Spiral, and here I am gluing it together.
I would have thought it's because I'm not holding it.
It does take a bit of faffing about, but this is my first attempt at doing this nail, so I was quite proud of how it turned off. I wish I'd have used a different colour nail bed, or maybe done a whole glam and glitz, but here I have, and I've glued it on. Yay! So I think the next step was
Be back in a sec. Sorry about that, I needed to clean up, it was stressing out all the mess in my finger. This is the dodgy finger.
I'm not sure if I showed
now that it's all glued,
yeah,
what you have to do is get some more clear.
So you want to put clear
so you need to strengthen this connection
underneath as well as on the top, just to give the spiral where it's attached to the nail a bit more strength, so it's not just going to drop off. And that's what you see me doing here.
And just make sure you get all the angles and stuff. Just making sure I make sure everywhere's covered, you know, and connected. I want to make sure it's really well secure, as best as secure I can get it, should I say. Okay. Let's just turn it under and see. I might just put a smidge under here whilst I'm at it. Only a tiny, 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 tiny bit. As long as you're not touching the skin, you should be okay. So just make sure not to touch your client's skin, which I'm actually surprised I haven't done there. Okay, I will be back when that's set up.
Okay, so now I've got this done, and I've stood there and realised
I don't like this here.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to between the green tealy colour and the
so it's basically iridescent colour and
holographic
pink.
This glitter mix that
it's really sparkly, as you can see. I made this mix myself.
I decided I was just going to add that
whole thing. So what you need is,
so you pick up a small
I'm just going to get a tiny thin wet layer of acrylic.
And I put it onto the nail bed first, and then I dip my wet brush into the acrylic, into the glitter, and then add it to the wet acrylic and just move it around where I want it, as you see me doing here.
I keep catching it because the camera's quite, my phone's quite low down. So, and just push it over, and basically just push the glitter where you want it. I want it to be like this. So I'm just going to feather it down a bit to the bits I want. And if you need to add a bit more, just stick it in the box and, you know, add it where you need it. Don't forget you do need to cap this as well. This bit here, let's move that down a bit. My theme of the nails is going to be teal and pink this week, well, this next set of videos. So, okay, so that's my nail so far.
I also clear capped the top of this glitter slightly.
Okay,
so to keep it smooth.
That's all pretty much done.
There's me just checking
that, I was trying to check if it was dry and
smooth and tidy.
Across. So the only things left to do now is,
and the next step
get some pure acetone, which I'm using nail nails,
is to get a bit of acetone and just wipe over the top,
just to smooth it out a little bit more.
Just to smooth it out a little bit more.
Okay, and then
in this video I used Nail Nails air dry top coat because I didn't have much gel polish left, so
gel top coat is miles better, personally I think anyway. So
bring it all back together.
It's still really nice.
Obviously, once you add nail top coat to
as you can see,
glitter, it makes it all better.
And then you literally,
and I love it. I do. If I was to go back and do this again, I would do the whole nail.
And get them over and done with.
The same colour, but here I turned the hand over and decided I was just going to do the top coat on the back first, and then turn it back over and then do the top. That way it made it easier instead of trying to turn the nail round and polish all the way around as a spiral shape.
When I've got some more money I will buy some more top coats, just at the minute I haven't got any. Okay, and let's just think it. So, and that's the nail. Sorry, there you go. I shall leave pictures in the description below. I think what I would do next time is I would probably file, you know, the top bit that connects, and try and file it so that when I put it in, it is a bit more instead of slightly off. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but you know.
Okay, there you go,
guys. This is my first go, so maybe the next time it will be really, really good.
Looks fabulous.
No.
And I was trying to show you the glitter effect because it looks nicer in person. I would change and do
it looks nicer in real life than it does on this picture.
You know, green, or try and do like a smaller thing, you know, to join the colours in. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
And subscribe to him. I will leave the link in the description below, and let's all make it shine. And I will see you in the next video.
Bye.